Hey, what's happening? Oh, look at this setup. I gotta fix this. Hold on a second. Oh
There we
man, we
go.
weren't ready for this one, huh?
Hello, y'all. My name is Courtney Webb. I am the Strange.
And I'm Michael Zinn, and I am the wonderful. How's it
We
going?
are the Strange and Wonderful. Hello, y'all. Hello. We decided to do something different today. We decided have random topics. If you can join in live, put a random topic, we could discuss about it. And if you want to get interviewed, listen your link.
There you go. Yeah. What happened? Our guest is having some issues and personal issues and needed to
Yeah.
cancel. All right. Well,
Yes.
it
Yeah.
happens.
I mean, I understand her. She wasn't replying, and I told her like, "Hey, take care of your boyfriend. That's important. We schedule another time."
Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah,
Everybody's got to take care of themselves first, but it's all good. So, how are you doing?
I've been doing good. I've been chill, trying to stay
Yeah.
positive.
Okay. Yeah, I know your situation is not the best right now.
Yeah,
So I had to
been
turn
trying
my
to.
mic
Yeah,
down because if I turn it up, you hear that? You hear my air
yeah.
conditioner. So I had
I
to
can
turn
hear
it.
the air going.
I had
Shoo.
to- I have to turn it way down. That's why I got to get so close to it so you can hear me. So tell me what's going on.
Um. Well, my dog Dixie of 10 years. She's not doing so well.
No.
And we tried everything with the vet, and the vet said it's a time.
Yeah.
She has to go.
Yeah.
And she gave us the day, the level, and everything today. And tomorrow she crossed the Rainbow Bridge, and I'm just not
Wow.
ready for
Yeah.
that.
You're never ready for that. That's not something that anybody's ever ready for. Don't feel like you're not able to handle it. Everybody feels the same way. It's not easy. That's a companion of 10 years. So I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Courtney. I wish I could give you a big hug right now.
okay, this did virtual
Oh,
hug.
there you go. Oh, nice big hug. Thank you. Awesome. So, I
Yeah,
mean, here we are on this show. I think we've had 16 or 17 episodes at this point,
I
and
believe so. Yeah,
it's been really, really amazing. And this is all because of you. You know, reaching out to me and saying, "Hey, I've got this idea. I want to do this thing. Let me see if I could try to talk to you guys without this in my face." I feel like
there we go.
it's in my face because I got to be so close to it. Um, it's something really special you created here, and I think I don't think maybe you even realized when you were creating it that it would be so great,
Yeah,
because
I never realized that at all because I was just thinking, this sounds like a fun idea. Let's do it.
yeah.
And
Well,
I
I
just ran
also,
with it.
yeah, I totally. I love how you were just like at first inviting some friends that you knew because you felt comfortable with them because they were strange and wonderful like you, and you knew them, and then you used it as a vehicle to get in touch with people that inspire you and reach out to them and say, hey, I have this show, I want to do it. And you got to meet some people who you actually are inspired by, people whose work you like to follow. And that's so cool. I think that's awesome. So good job on
Yeah, I would.
manifesting.
Thank you. I would never expected that at all because I was just like, well, they probably gonna say no, and then most of them's like, yeah, I'd like to be on your show. What day? What time? Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it seems like it's a very current time for people to get on this platform because COVID got everybody used to Zoom, and kind of communicating this way. And then I think some people felt comfortable, like I was doing it for other people. I was doing Jesse's class for him, and I was comfortable behind the camera and making it all happen, and he was comfortable in front of the camera. He loved it. But then when his class ended, he said, come in front of the camera and be my co-host. And bam, it was amazing. And that's kind of what you did. You just jumped right into it, and now you get to talk to some cool people.
I know. It's so exciting and just exhilarating. And I would love to have Jess on the show because
Yeah,
he the one that
totally.
helped me out because he the one that showed me the live stream of consciousness.
Right, totally. So what other guests do we have coming up? Do we have more calendar filled up,
Oh
or
yes, I do. Let me get
let's
my
talk about
calendar.
what we got going on? Yeah.
Okay. I know next Wednesday we have this Harley Quinn cosplayer. She cosplay as Harley Quinn. She goes by Harleen Dimma Dimma I'm going to call her Harleen D because her name is it's a mouthful.
Okay, this is someone you just found on Instagram, and or somebody
Yes,
you
I
know.
found her on Instagram. I was following her for her Harley Quinn cosplays, and that's like her main character that she cosplay all the time. And I was thinking,
Gotcha.
I gotta have you on your show. Not
Yeah, yeah,
on
that's
not
that.
not yeah, on my show. Come on.
Right, right. Yeah, I think usually people who cosplay Harley Quinn usually cosplay other people,
Yeah,
and I'm sure she does other people too. But you're saying she does
Harley
mainly
Quinn.
Harley Quinn, yeah. So maybe she just identifies with that character and
Yeah, and I
wants
find
to do
that
that.
so fascinating.
Yeah.
On the 24th, we have Amy Mokery, which is my friend, a friend
Okay.
to a friend. She was originally Miss Quinn's friend, and then she became my friend.
Okay.
And she's an adult entertainer.
Okay. Adult
And
entertainer
she,
in what form? There's so many forms of adult entertainment.
I mean, she does mostly fetish walks and cosplaying
Okay.
and
So it's like
monsters.
she does specialty, I don't want to call it porn, but
Yeah,
specialty sex work or specialty content. Let's call it specialty content. That's
yeah,
that's
she
the new
does
buzzword,
that, and
content.
she's an artist as well. And she got her own little comic, her own erotic comic called Orc Girl, which is about this girl from our world that gets transported to the fantasy land, and she become a sex slave to an orc.
Okay. And she draws the comic?
Yes, she
Oh,
draws it and
awesome.
write it.
Oh, awesome. Cool. I'm looking forward to talking to her
And
and
she has a
seeing.
big fascination with Bigfoot.
Okay, interesting. I love like you bring on the guests and I do research. Sometimes I find a lot of stuff about them. Sometimes I find a little stuff. I think the one that surprised me the most was oh my goodness, what was his name? The guy who does the adult content, and he's also the singer for the
Dana
band.
Weimer.
Danorama.
Um,
Danorama is amazing. Oh my god, I was just so not expecting that. And then when I started researching him, and I was like, I saw his music videos, and I was amazed. I was like, this stuff is really good. He's put so much effort into his costumes and and the way it's filmed, he's just a true artist.
I know.
And
That's why I love him. I discovered
yeah,
him through Kink University through the oh, here's the few clips of the video, but if you want to watch more, you gotta buy it. And I was like, maybe.
so
And then I
you
found
were
him on then I found him on Twitter, and then I contacted him, and then we just became friends like that. And he's like, "Oh, you're in the dollification?" I'm like, Yeah.
so so you were, I guess you were researching, let's call it researching kink.
Yeah, because I was originally researching for my book I was writing, and dollifications was one of them. And it was
Okay.
because my book it's a erotica, so it's not for kids. Sorry, kids, I don't like for kids.
Sorry, kids. Is it's fiction? It's erotica fiction?
Yes, and
Oh, okay.
I'm way behind on it. I'm reworking the second chapter,
Okay.
and people ask me like, "Oh, are you done with it?" I'm like, "No, I am not."
Well, I won't make you feel bad that you're not done with it, but I didn't even know you had started it. Tell me about it.
About the book I'm writing.
Yeah, I don't think we
Okay.
talked about that.
Well, I just don't want anybody to steal my ideas and stuff and
Okay, well
anything.
then we don't have to talk about it that deep. So
Yeah, I
it's good
would
to know that you're writing a
say
book.
it. I would say it was inspired by Dave Cat and Sadori, and
Okay.
I would say I was just watching this show about girls dressing up like dolls and stuff and being in dollification. And I was thinking like, what would happen if a woman that looks like a doll found a guy that was in a relationship with a doll? And that's how I came up with my book.
Interesting. Okay. So tell me about dollification, because I know we interviewed you on the show and we talked a little bit about it, but tell me more about it. I'm curious as to what
Well, there is different
what
sub.
it involves exactly.
Well, dollification is pretty much it's a subgenre of BDSM, a type of role playing, and
Okay.
it involves and there's different subcategories of different types of dolls. We got the porcelain dolls, we got the puppets, we got the ball jointed dolls, which I had the tattoos of. We got
Right, right.
the rag dolls, the music box doll. There's so many, and then there's the people who like to dress up as like the Barbie dolls. There's a lot of
Right.
different dolls you can identify as anything, but with the whole dollification, you got your person that's the doll, and then you have the person that is the caregiver or the master of the doll or the puppet master, and they have complete
Okay. Okay.
control of them. It's a form of consent, non-consent, consent, but honestly, consent is number one. That's the whole thing. Just letting
Sure,
you
of
know,
course. Of
consent.
course. Well, yeah, you have to agree to do the whole thing before you
Yeah,
even start. So, okay, so I guess what I'm thinking in my head is the person that's the doll is supposed to you act like inanimate, like completely, like you have
you
no.
can, or you can act like a robot or be your own self.
I
To me,
gotcha.
I would love to act inanimate and just have my partner just take full control, dress me up and everything, but he's not into that like I am.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay. So that's the pleasure that you get out of it, is just feeling like you're an inanimate object and somebody's dressing you up and just doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Interesting. I never knew really, what it was about, because I saw some of the stuff I saw when I was researching Danorama, like they were actually like wrapping a girl in plastic, right?
hmm
And I mean, it gets pretty involved. So, I mean, is that part of what you've
It can
explored,
be
or is it just more like a cosplay, like a role play?
for me. For me, mostly it's more for a role playing thing, and I like to dress up as a doll and stuff. And I am a doll, so
Well, I think when I met you, you were going by Courtney Doll, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was your last name. I didn't realize that was just what you wanted to be.
I mean, I got the tattoo joints now, so I'm like,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So how when did this start for you? Were you young or?
Ah, this started oh probably when I was doing my research of my book. Because the whole time I was just wanted to write it because I found it interesting and stuff. But the whole time, like, I'm not into this. I'm not into this.
Mhm.
And then I'm like, yep, I'm into this.
You're trying to convince yourself. Well,
Yeah.
you are into some interesting stuff. I mean, the a lot of the I guess you would call it monster romance. Is that like
Yeah.
I mean, you like romance between a sweet young female and some sort of horrible
Hideous monster.
killer
Yeah.
or monster or something really really
Yeah.
scary. And I guess is that part of the power thing, being overpowered?
Yeah, it's a pal thing.
Right. So, okay, interesting. Um, so what else is there besides dollification? I mean, is that really like that's the main thing that? I mean, I guess cosplay. You do cosplay too, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I do cosplay, and I'm planning to go to Geek Con. I'm cosplaying as Spider Gwen from the Spider Verse. Don't know which day though, but she's gonna happen. I'm gonna cosplay as Starfile from Teen Titans, and I'm
Okay.
doing my own little fusion of Alice in Wonderland with Harley Quinn.
Okay, that's cool. I like Alice in Wonderland
Yeah,
mashups.
and yeah, and if y'all see me at Geek Con, I'm also giving out Valentine's Day cards.
Oh, is it on Valentine's Day? When is it?
No, it's not. I
Is
just,
that
I
is
just,
that something one of the characters does?
no. I
It's
just
just
wanted to
is
give
this
out
your own
Valentine's
thing?
Day cards.
Is this your own thing? That's cool. I like that idea as a character, somebody who just wants everybody to be their Valentine.
Because I just, because I was thinking, like, everybody deserves love. It doesn't have to be just Valentine's Day. And plus, I want to
Mhm.
promote our show and be like, hey, I'm Courtney Webb from Strange and Wonderful. Here you go. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's great. We should get something printed up. You want to get something printed up? When is it? Do we have time to do that?
I know it begins at August 19th and it ends
Oh,
on the
it's like
24th.
9 days away.
Yeah.
We might be able to get something printed up in like 2 days if you want. I mean, I don't know how many of those Valentine cards you got,
I
but
made a lot, so I was like,
oh yeah,
well,
and
I
they
didn't actually make them. I just ordered because originally I was cleaning out my room and I found these old My Little Pony Valentine's cards in my drawer, and I had like 12 of them. And I was thinking, like, man, I'm just gonna throw them away. And then I'm like, good idea.
right.
I
That's a
got
good
an
idea.
idea. So I'm gonna give out Valentine's Day cards at GeekCon. Okay,
Did you
mainly,
write? Did you write Strange and Wonderful on them, or you're just going to tell people?
yes, I wrote Strange and Wonderful on all of them.
Oh,
I don't know if you can
nice.
see it.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. I like it. I like it, Courtney. Very good. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. I mean, I know I told you, that originally you asked me to help you do this, and I said, okay, I'll help you do it, and then I'm gonna push you off on your own. And then I kind of wanted to stay because it was so much fun, and I'm still here. Um, but this is your show, and you had gotten some advice from Dave Epps. Was that his name?
Douglas Epps.
Douglas Epps, right? Doug Epps, uh, who watches the show occasionally. I don't know if he's out there right now, but um, you got some good advice as far as how to promote the show. So I meant to have a conversation with you about that. I would take his advice, look at that chat, and see that what he said about sharing with different groups and really putting it out there. I mean, I make a graphic every week. I know I do it kind of Monday. It's not that many days to promote, but give me one sooner, and I'll make it sooner and promote over the weekend or whatever. But that's the way to really grow the show. I started taking the live stream of consciousness and uploading it to audio podcasts so that people can just listen. It's not like they watch; they just listen, like in their car or whatever.
Okay.
And I got an account on Anchor, which is this like it's like a service that will you just upload the MP3 and it sends it to Spotify, Amazon. It sends it to all the different podcast places.
Because I know that's the exact same. I don't know what you call it, but the exact same platform that my friend DeAndre used for his podcast.
Okay, yeah. Well, talk to your friend and see what they use. Again, I used Anchor, which I think is made by Spotify, but it does connect to Amazon and Apple and all of the other podcasts. And it's like it's almost like you have a presence on each one of those sites. Somebody goes to Apple and they search, the word strange or something. We're going to come up. And let me see if I could go and show you. This is kind of cool information. Let me see. Share my window. Share screen. Share window. There we go. Share. So, I just did this last week or 2 weeks ago. I started this, and it's not being shared. Here it goes.
It
And
is.
already we've got 12 plays. I've got a bunch of episodes up. I did 6 episodes, so the first 6 episodes of Live Stream of Consciousness are up, and it tells me here, how many people listen to episode 1, 2 people, 3 people listen to Christopher Allen, so I can actually kind of see which guests are doing good and why. I can certainly see Christopher Allen. He's a psychic medium that has a big following, so people probably were doing some searches, for Christopher Allen, and somehow this came up and they came across it and they listened to it. But that's pretty good. Russ Camarda also has uh, three. So it's pretty easy. I just say I want to upload a new episode, and I went to the wrong one. Create episode. No, I wanted to new episode. Quick upload is what I wanted to do. And then it asked me for my file, and then I just upload it, and it will send it to all of the podcasts. Wait, let me show you what this looks like. Dashboard, public site. So they give you a website. So all I had to do was upload the main graphic, and
Okay.
then these are all the episodes. So it's just very, very easy. But then also now, where else can you listen to it? So you got Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and this is just like a feed, if I want to send it somewhere else. But if I
Okay.
say, go to Amazon, I think I put it on Amazon. I only did a couple of them so far. Oh, all the ones that are up there I did. So this is telling me to sign up for it. But here it is on Amazon Music. So you see each like different podcast platform, people search for these things, and they'll come across your page. It looks really professional. So this one's Apple Podcasts, and so here's Apple Podcasts. So again, all I have to do is upload it once, and it goes to all of these things. Here's Spotify. It's taking a minute. Spotify is a little slow, I know, but it's pretty cool. And like I said, I've already recorded those shows. You know what I mean? I'm not doing any work, and now I've got 12 people who listen to it. 12 new people. So
And did you like take it from YouTube and you just put the audio there?
yeah, I took the file from YouTube and I just made it into an MP3 instead of a video file. Here it
Okay.
is. Here it is on Spotify. So I think it like, I didn't tell it to be purple, but I think it like takes the color from your photo and it really like matches it up nice.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. It's very cool. I did create these graphics because it needed them to be square,
Mm-hmm.
and the graphics for YouTube are like rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go in and recreate some of these graphics. It was a little bit of work, and I can help you do that with Stranger Wonderful. I think Stranger Wonderful. I also like to be a part of it, so I can definitely help with that. But I'm just trying to get this one together first because I've got almost 2 years worth of episodes and some really amazing conversations. And you were there for most of it. I think I look back at some of the old episodes and
Yeah.
you were listening from the beginning.
Yes, I was.
So were you listening to his class when he was doing the class from Tranquility Within?
I watched like one episode. It was like towards the end. It was live stream, and I was with my buddies at the time, and I was like, "Hey, you want to watch this live stream that my friend doing?" They like, "Yeah." They like man, he got a good voice. I'm like, well, his dad is D. Snider, so I'm like, they're like, what?
Yeah, he's
Huh?
he's
What?
he's totally mesmerizing to listen to. He sounds like
Yeah, I love his voice. I can listen to it all day. I mean, I believe Jez is on Food Paradise.
he's on what? Food Paradise. Yep,
Yeah.
he is. Yep. Yeah, he's on he's actually got a very, very significant voice career. Like you've heard his commercials on TV and you don't even realize it. You know what? I'm gonna this is some good content also. Hold on a second.
I know he did a Pizza Hut commercial, and I was thinking like, then I remember when I listened to it, and I
Totally
was like,
pizza. You've heard the pizza cut. You've heard the pizza cut. The Pizza Hut.
I don't know if the
Sorry,
videos
you've
have,
heard.
but
Yeah, you definitely have. Hold on, Max Steiner Agency. Here it is. So hold on, let me share my screen again. I think I can share the audio of it also. Let's see what we got here.
I mean, if you need me to screen share, I could do that too.
Yeah, Alive, Promised Land. Nope, this is not. This is not where you can see his voice real. Hold on a second. Jesse Blaze Snyder. HomeJesseSnyder.com.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's his website. All right. About home. About. Okay. Oh, here we go. Commercial reel. All right.
Okay, y'all about to listen to our friend Jesse Blaze.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pull the speaker over by the speaker because I don't think you're gonna be able to hear it. So here's his commercial reel.
Let's say one day you find yourself trying to decide between buying a Kia Optima or a Honda Accord. All you have to do is go to the scoreboard. Because unlike the Accord, the Optima has more standard horsepower.
Listen up, America. The Cheesy Bites Pizza is back. There's never been a pizza more pullable, more poppable, or more irresistible. Want more fun? Get America's favorite pizza, Pizza Hut.
Keep the good times going with the crisp, clean, refreshing taste of Bud Light.
Oh my God, that was him.
If your magic phone company gives you empty promises, it's time to get back to basics. Sign up for Basic Talk. Unlimited calling for only $9.99 a month with no annual contract. Monopoly at McDonald's is back.
Which one is more odds?
Plus, you can win $1 million instantly on a Big Mac. Monopoly is always more fun at McDonald's. For sensitive skin, there's Fusion Pro Glide. Our micro-thin blades are thinner than a surgeon's scalpel. For a perfect shave,
You got the perfect voice for commercials, I can tell.
Best a man can get. Let's take delivery by 7/1/13. See retailer for incentive and warranty details or go to kia.com.
That's so funny. So he did. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So he did the fast talk at the end. Mm-hmm. That's just so. Yeah, he's so talented.
Did he ever do voice work for like animation or anything?
You know what? He I think that this animation reel is there's some stuff that were like friends projects and some stuff he just made up. But yeah, you want to hear that? That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see him in the movie and stuff.
We may need you to help us here. Once we get you free, we gotta really haul, okay? How are you at the 50-yard dash?
Oh, wait, are you still bummed your internet girlfriend broke up with you? Dude, you have to let that go. So what, like, she broke your virtual heart?
You really are just off the boat. Listen, if you want to go up top and take a look around, be my guest. But I'm not anxious to stop any bullets with my face.
And on this shelf, we have the inventions best left forgotten. The weather machine, invisible telephone. Hey, where'd it go?
Holy shit, he can go that high.
One of these things. Hurry up, Vinny!
All right, guys. I think you've had enough crawling on daddy time today. Logan, Cage, come to the table, please.
All right, who started? Ah, come on, man, own up to it. A real man claims his faults. That was mine.
You may experience a burning sensation as you are incinerated, but this will pass.
I don't know about demon killing, but this thing sure makes a nice back scratcher.
You'll have to go back through the central arena, where you fought earlier. I'll open up the showers wing for you. Just follow the walkway to the left. This used to be the central control hub for the whole prison. Now they use it for entertainment of a sort.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we cut the chatter and blast somebody?
I know your friend, the one who talks to you in the dark. I know what it felt like to cut your empress's throat. But I don't know you, who you are, and who you fight for.
We already know each other. I'm Alex. We're in the same science class. Sure would be nice if we had some grenades right about now. Too bad no one suggested that earlier. Oh, wait. I did.
Okay, Ravana, we're leaving. Thanks for the demon tea and demon cookies. Love you. Mean it.
That is freaking amazing.
How
I'm like,
awesome is that? He's amazing. He's so
oh my
talented.
god.
That's
This is
you know
my-
what. That's
I
how
love-
he. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I love his voice acting. I'm like, God
He's
damn,
great.
that is freaking
Undeniable.
amazing.
Yeah, undeniably great. He's got so much charisma. He is, he's I think almost like more talented than D. Snyder, and I think D. Snyder is amazingly talented. But what he is D. Snyder is he's a little rough and like unapproachable.
Yeah.
I've worked with him. He's a nice guy. He's a great guy. He's raised some amazing kids. I've spoken to all the kids, and he's great. But Jesse is so much more loving and warm. You know
He's
what I
so
mean?
approachable. You can
yeah,
pretty
he's
much just
so
give him a
approachable.
hug.
Absolutely, he's so approachable, and he's
I
so.
can see his voice work being in video games.
Oh, absolutely. That's what he
It's-
was. That's what he was doing. I mean, he was making a living for quite a few years, a good living out in LA before he got split up from his wife.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing for a living, and also some of this stuff. I mean, he was doing. Let's
What's
see.
with the chickens?
New York City has a rich tradition of naming food after famous folks. But while some of Manhattan's mightiest delis are closing down, out in East Long Island, the Seaport Deli is still putting fun monikers on mouth-watering sandwiches.
In Long Island, we call it a hero. There's no other name they call it around here.
Of course, heroes.
Nice, right?
And how do you choose the name for each hero?
I name my heroes usually after heroes.
So he took me to the Seaport Deli.
Sandwich named after you.
That looks
They
so
named
good.
They named the sandwich after him.
Oh, I'd be so happy. I'm like, I feel so honored. Oh my
I've been
god.
here 17 years now, and now my 8-year-old daughter's favorite place to eat on Long Island is
Seaport Deli.
Seaport Deli.
And I'm not the only one.
Seaport Deli is a staple in this
It's so
community.
cool.
Okay, he's been here.
Yeah, he's just so amazing.
I know. I was like, bro, I remember the day that he followed me. I was not expecting it at all because I simply found him through his dad. He's like, oh, check out my son's music video. I'm like, okay, we check out your son's music video. Click on, I'm like, okay, he got some good pipes on him. I'm gonna see what else he does and stuff. Then I follow him on Instagram and Twitter. And then one day, and then like 5 minutes later, bing, oh, you got followed back by Just Blaze. I'm like,
Yeah,
like,
see,
I was
he's
like-
very humble.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think of him like, oh, he's a celebrity. He's not going to follow me back, but he's like, oh, somebody likes me, and he's happy.
But-
He's
I mean, what got me was my Instagram. I'm like, okay, I get it, because there's the naughty stuff, there's the cosplay, there's my art stuff and all that. But my Twitter is in not safe for a walk. And I'm like,
oh. So he was following your special content.
yeah, like it was like
Wow.
straight up porn. I was following people for porn and stuff, and mostly for clown content. And I was thinking, like,
Right.
he
I
must
don't
be
think I
into
ever
this
saw
thing.
that Twitter of yours. I got to go check that out.
Oh no!
I don't know if I did. I mean, I saw your Instagram and I've seen some of your cosplay stuff, but it's not really specialty content.
No, because I don't really post that stuff except maybe my artwork that I cannot show.
I got
on
you some
safe one.
explicit artwork and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Cool.
like
Awesome.
sometime because I remember recently the last one I drew was based on a night. It was kind of like it was a horny nightmare.
A horny nightmare. What is your Twitter so that people can follow you if they want?
It is Gothy Nord.
What is it?
Gothy
G-
Nord is GOTHYNNEOD.
Gothy, GOTHY.
Do you want me to put it in the chat?
Yeah, I was going to put it in a banner, but you could put it in the chat.
Okay. Let me see how to do.
GOTHYMN.
Okay, hang on. What am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
Hang on. I think I might. No, I don't. Okay. I need panel. There we go.
Are you posting a comment? What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, the private chat.
Oh, private chat. Yeah, I just type
or
it
the
in.
comments.
Okay, I'm doing it in the private chat.
Yeah, that's cool. So for anybody who's strange and wonderful out there, and they want to check out Gothy Nerd, I didn't understand what you were saying.
I know. I don't really understand what I'm saying.
That's all right. So if you want to check out Courtney on Twitter, you can
My
do
Twitter
it right
page.
there at Gothy Nerd. She's been exposed now. Everybody can see.
Oh no.
That's cool. Gothy Nerd. Awesome. So tell me what else you got for tonight, because I mean we're stuck here without our guest. We
I
talked about some
know.
cool things. Jesse Blaze, I miss him so much. He's going to be coming
too.
back on the live stream for a visit. I think very soon. He's coming to town.
I messaged him like, hey, would you like to be a guest on my show? No reply. I'm like, well, he must be a busy man.
He didn't respond to be a guest on Strange and Wonderful.
No, I'm like, why not? Come
I'll have
on.
to talk to him about that. Yeah.
I'm like, you are strange and wonderful. Come on.
He is. He's definitely strange and wonderful. He's so.
And you're my friend,
he's
buddy.
Super unique. Yeah.
I'd love for him to come to GeekCon. I tried to get him as a guest at GeekCon, but they were like, "Who's he?" I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, not everybody knows who he is. You know what I mean? And I think that's part of what he battles with. I think it irks him. It doesn't irk him. It's just, it's got to be tough living in the shadow of D. Snyder.
I know.
Like that's how good you've got to be. You've got to get to that level to impress your dad. And it's got to be tough. But he is, like I said, I feel like he's more talented. His music is amazing.
I love his
voice,
music.
his voice stuff and everything is amazing. His comic books, like he's just so talented. But he fights.
I have his comic books.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
I'm gonna disconnect for a couple minutes.
Okay.
I can't hear me. Oh, you might.
I hear you. I still hear you. You don't hear me. You don't hear me because you don't have your headphones in. So she's disconnected. She's going to get Jesse's comic book. Yeah, Jesse. We're talking about Jesse Blaze Snyder right now, who was my co-host on the live stream of Consciousness, and is kind of out there doing some stuff in the West Coast. So I'm just doing the live stream by myself these days. But he will be visiting me, I think, this month. He's back in town. And it's going to be cool. He's always some great energy.
And I'm back.
And there she is. What's happening?
So, I got the first issues of King
Oh, nice.
Which I need to continue reading it.
Yeah.
And this one, the Black Light District, all 6 issues.
Yeah, that's the great one. Yeah.
Autograph by legendary Jesse.
Awesome. That's cool. I'm sure he was happy that you got those.
Yeah, he was like worried about them too. He's like, did he come in perfect condition? I told him about the photo, and they're like, they're good.
Yeah, it looks like it's great. That's awesome. Yeah, and that's also that whole comic book
and
right there.
Also own the first issue of the Strangeland comics that Jesse had wrote.
Wow.
Let me come back. I'll be back.
Cool. So I don't think I've ever even seen those comic books, The Strange Land. I didn't know Jesse even wrote that. He does so much stuff, so I don't know everything that he does. But he's prolific. He's legacy. He's D. Snyder's son, so he's definitely legacy. He has continued on the genes of D. Snyder and sings just like him. And again, we were saying he's more approachable. He's much more warm. You know, you can go up to Jesse and not be afraid. He's gonna, you know, rock you. Although he will rock you if you ask him to, because he's a rocker.
Ow. Hang on. Coming. Gotta get this going.
So I don't know who we got out there, but I see we got a viewer watching.
Okay.
Say hello if you're brave. If you're strange and wonderful, I would love to know who's out there watching. So what are we looking at now? Oh, look at that. Very cool.
The
So
owl.
I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear so people understand. Jesse does not. He's not an illustrator. He doesn't draw the comic.
No.
He's a writer.
He's a
He
comic book writer.
Yeah, he writes the stories. He could probably act him out in voice acting and do a great job.
But drawing,
yeah, but he you know what, he works with a lot of great comic book artists. He's written stories for Marvel. I think he wrote a Hulk story for the Hulk. I think he wrote one. I think
he did Deadpool.
He did Deadpool. I think he did some Muppets, and also Toy Story. I think he did a Toy Story episode. So yeah. Oh, that's who it is. It's Stefan stuff. What's up?
Oh, hey.
I was wondering who is out there watching
Hello.
us, stalking us, like always.
Oh yeah, who's stalking us? It's me. I'm the stalker. Yeah,
all good.
But yeah, on my Twitter, I have like some of my not safe for work art stuff, and sometimes it shows my dark fantasies that I have with certain characters. Which
you can get a little dark. You know, it's a little interesting. It's, you know what's so cool about that, I think, is like I totally don't get it. Like, I don't understand a beautiful damsel in distress like Beauty and the Beast, even just as simple as that. Like, I don't. It's never been like, well, I get the story, like the underdog kind of story. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you wouldn't think that he would get the beautiful girl, but there's way more to it than that. It seems like, you know, with some of the stuff that I see you doing, and you know what? Even though I don't get it, like, I find it cool. I'm like, okay. It's like, I enjoy the fact that somebody found something strange that I would never even think of, and they found it to be enjoyable. And
D. Snyder's like, you need to back off from this cable. Come on. I'm like, here's the thing, D. If you're listening, you're probably never going to listen to this show. You'd be better off doing some other things. Like,
you never know.
Yeah, but here's the thing, D. It's fantasy. Okay, you're good. I'm not gonna go chase down a real serial killer. No, fuck no.
That's so funny.
It's a fictional fantasy of mine. Because I remember when I first time saw the film Strangeland, I was not attracted to him at all. Because I was like, oh shit, it's He-Man. It's the He-Man. Oh god, he's a He-Man villain. Oh god, he's gonna come and attack me. And then I saw him get rehabilitated where he's like the cute little naughty innocent guy, and I was like, oh, I just want to hug. I remember when I was watching this movie with my friends, and I said, oh, I want to hug him when I saw him get rehabilitated and everything. And then my friend Reagan was like, Courtney, he was just torturing 6 people 5 minutes ago.
Right.
I'm like, but he's changed. It's been 3 years. He's good. As long as he stay on his medication, he'd be fine.
All right, Courtney. Calm down. We know.
Yeah, and I shared some of my artwork. I even commissioned one of my one of my artist friends. Because I had this one story where I come up to Captain Howdy's house, and he's like, oh, I got a victim. And then I was like, just so excited and happy. He's like, okay, this is odd. What's going on? It's like months later, I'm like annoying the shit out of him. And he's like, nope, get out. Get out.
Just as you said that, on about Captain Howdy again.
I'm sorry, he's one of my toxic man crushes, okay?
Yeah, apparently.
Fictional crusher.
Apparently. I saw something cool today. Oh man. Let me see if I could bring it up, since we're just like sharing.
I remember I got like a cameo from D. Snyder. I told him, I was like, can you float as a character for me? And he's like, we told him money back. No. I was like, I'm so sorry about my fangirliness, but can you just give me a pet talk as his character? And he's like, okay, I can do that.
Wow, that's crazy. He didn't
And
want to. He didn't want to do it.
instead, he's like, "I give you the pet talk as my candle," and he's like, "I am gonna burn you." He's like, "Really? You're attracted to this?" I try to make him ugly. I try to do everything. Even you're attracted.
Did he dress up as the character for you? No, he
Yes,
didn't yet.
yes, he did.
He got in the full costume. Wow,
Yeah, he did the whole makeup and everything.
that's pretty amazing.
He's like, "You need to calm down."
Yeah,
It's like,
I
it's a
would say so.
fantasy. Don't worry. I know you're not the candle. Honestly, your wife will kick my ass. And I don't think you're into me anyway. plus,
Um,
plus, I'm friends with your son, so that's just weird.
yeah, I'm looking for this post I saw today. This girl she makes dolls, rock and roll dolls, and there was a whole Twisted Sister set that was so cool, like the whole Twisted Sister with the makeup. I don't know. Oh, you know what? It might have been on Instagram. Hang on.
But yeah, the people's like, "Oh, it can't be this one." I'm like, "No, I like Pennywise the Clown. I like Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
I got a couple of I think the only sort of normal candle crush I have, it would be Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory. That's the only normal one I have.
Okay. Okay.
But real life, it'd be my boyfriend, of course,
It's not here.
Stefan.
Shit.
He's like,
Shit.
"Yeah, I'm the real one. They don't
That's
have
right.
nothing against me. I'm the real one."
I think he knows that. I think that's why he's
Yeah.
okay with all of
Yeah.
your strangeness, because he knows when it comes to reality, you're the one.
Sometimes I have asked him to cosplay some of the candle crushes for me, but he had politely declined on some of them.
Yeah.
I'm
Just-
sorry, y'all. I'm weird. Hello.
I'm just looking for this post. I'm sorry, I'm like distracted, but it was so cool because there was pictures of these rock and roll dolls. There was like Alice Cooper and Wasp, the guy from Wasp.
Are they like baby dolls?
They're small. They're not life-size dolls. They're small dolls. But they're like maybe like this big.
Oh, cool.
They have a decent
So
size.
they're like the size of my Jeepers Creepers doll that I showed you like a while ago.
Yeah, kind of like that size.
Yeah, because he's like about 18 inches.
Yeah.
He's in his box asleep. Probably can stay there for another 23 years.
They were just cool. I don't know what if they were made out of plastic or cloth. The faces looked really good. They were like, no, this is I'm not finding it. Shit. Oh well, I can't find it. I'll find it and bring it up next week. So anyway,
you want to hear the other guest that we got going on?
Yeah, tell me the other guests. And actually, we almost filled up our hour. We're actually
I
pretty
know. I'm just talking about random stuff that I'm into.
I don't know. Stefan says that and Pennywise.
Yes. Pennywise is my man. He's
Not
my
to
monster
forget.
man. My monster clown man.
You're so strange. That's right. The stranger that you are, the more wonderful I am.
As long as I'm doing it in a healthy way. As long as I'm doing it in a
As long as
healthy
you're not
way.
hurting anybody, absolutely.
Exactly.
You're not hurting anybody. You're making yourself happy, which is great.
Yeah. Okay, on the 31st of August, we have Pipsy Pinwheel, which she is a clown performer.
Oh, we were supposed to have her and we
yes,
didn't. Right?
and
she was-
yeah,
oh,
because we had to reschedule.
cool. Awesome.
Okay, she's coming next month in September. On the 7th, DeAndre Holmes is coming back.
Oh, okay. And he was the author, right?
Yes, he was. And I think the reason we have him coming back because we couldn't get the video footage to come on his side.
Oh, okay, right. I was trying to show the pictures and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the 14th, we have a local artist that is my friend and is also my boyfriend's friend. And he's friends with pretty much everybody around here. His name is Tide Breaker and he makes psychedelic art.
Oh wow, cool. Like drawings, paintings, like
like traditional art and sometimes digital. And he's selling and he's been selling some NFTs too, which I don't really agree with. it's just me and NFT don't just mix. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know.
I don't understand it
Yeah.
100%, but I do have a project I'm trying to start that involves NFTs, but it's a little bit different than what everybody's doing. I'm actually going to be my product is a photo shoot, so I would have a
Oh,
photo shoot with you,
okay.
and take and either do, I don't know if you've seen some of my projector art. I think we've shown
Oh
some
yeah,
of
I've
that,
seen
right?
it.
So something like that where it's different, but it's still a cool picture of you, and then you would get a print of it, and you would get a necklace of it, and then you would get an NFT of it as well.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's like you're not buying an NFT of someone's art, you're buying an NFT of yourself.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So
cool.
yeah, so I think that might work.
Yeah. Okay, on the 24th of September, we're having Dan Rama back, and he's going to be discussing more about his music. Okay,
Cool.
I don't think we got to
Awesome.
that.
I love to talk to him. He's great.
Oh, yeah. 28, I have this one author. I have found him on Instagram for his funny TikTok videos.
Okay.
His name is Nix D. Go Goad.
Okay.
And I have his book. Let me go find it.
Oh, you actually bought his book from the internet.
Actually, he gave it to me as a gift.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he asked me, like, hey, would you like to have a copy of my book as a gift? I'm like, sure.
Wow, that's great. And he sent it to you?
Yeah, he sent it to me. I'm just trying
That's
to find.
awesome.
I know what is that. Hang on.
Very cool.
Oh no, my skull.
When did you get that? I didn't know you had a lav mic. Have you always been using that?
Okay. His book is called In the Beginning.
Okay. Nick Gurad. Okay. That's a very interesting book cover.
Mm-hmm.
Just a solid color.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it got the little summary in the back. It's called In the Beginning is the original thrilling tale that will reveal the untold story of how the earth was created and the true purpose for humanity through the cosmic battle between heaven and hell. God and the loyal assemblies of angels will combat Lucifer for the celestial power of the afterlife, which will divulge heaven's conspiracy for the inhabitants of earth and decide the eternal resting place for all the souls in existence. A ultimate challenge for the power among the forces of good and evil will put the faith of the world into the hand of two humans in present day. The life of these chosen beings will be tested and tormented by the heavens until the precipitate true love brings them to the point of self-destruction, forcing them to succumb to the will of God in order to change the future of mortal life for the rest of eternity. An epic final decision will determine the will of all matter of life and define the traditional belief humanity possesses for the heaven and hell.
Wow. That's cool.
Hadn't started reading it yet.
Wow. So what made you buy that?
Well, he gave it to me as a gift.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. But that's great. I mean, so what was the conversation you were having him? You were just following him on Instagram?
Yeah, because I followed him for his funny TikTok videos he was making with his books, and then I saw this one. I I looked up, I went to the Amazon page to buy I was going to buy the book until I saw something like, this book is bought with baby food. And I was thinking, that's odd. Why is that book buying with baby food?
Yeah, that's weird.
So I sent him a screenshot of that photo. I was like, hey, apparently baby food is a good side to your book. He's like, oh, I buy that for my cats. I'm the one that mostly buy my books.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And we ended up starting a conversation there. I told him like a couple of projects I've been doing and stuff in my podcast. And
Cool.
I asked him like, hey, would you like to be a guest on my podcast to help promote your book? And he's like, yes, I would.
Cool. So is he strange at all? Or I mean, is he just
He's a little bit strange. I mean, I can look up his videos. Hold up.
Yeah.
Let me go look it up. Nick. G-I-R-A-O-E. Okay. Let me see. Load.
I'm gonna put on some music. Oh, you're loading it? I was gonna say I'll put on music while we're waiting. They got this new music thing that's pretty cool. Oh, actually, you know what's kind of cool?
What?
So you can upload your own music into this, but
nice.
I figured, so like for the background, I could like music on.
Okay.
But
taking a while for my computer to load. Oh no!
I could also do. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. This is my computer.
Oh, your computer's freezing up?
Yeah, it was freezing up for a bit.
I can also do, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Courtney Webb. That was a long one. And then we've got, also we could tell a joke. We could be like, how did the duck walk in the street? So it's kind of cool. You could do something. Just looping around.
I'm trying to get to it, but it's not coming up on my end.
Oh no.
Yeah, trying to get it.
So what did I?
Oh wait, maybe I just type in the book. Maybe that'll come up.
Applause. I got Angel Choir. That's like our sound. It's a cool sound. And then the rest is music. But I can upload. Oh, it's just going to keep looping. I can upload anything, It's cool. I think it could make the show more interesting.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Okay. Where are you at?
You got 1 minute.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding. We don't have to stop right on time. But I'm going to change the background, though, while we're waiting. That's a cool, the coolest alive background. Did you watch that show when we were doing that show?
Which show?
The Coolest Alive. That was Jesse and...
no, I have not.
Oh, we were doing The Coolest Alive. It was Jesse, and I wasn't on it. I was just doing it from the back end. I was running it. And it was two comic book friends of his, and they would talk about, like, the comics and the movies and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw one.
Yeah.
They were discussing about Godzilla.
Yes, they did have a Godzilla episode.
Yeah, trying to see. Okay. Let me see if I can get you, Nick. I don't know, the Instagram doesn't come up on the computer.
I thought it was TikTok, you said.
No, I think it's Instagram. Maybe it is TikTok. Let me see if it has TikTok.
See all the different kind of music they have. So they have acoustic, cinematic. Here's some dance pop.
Okay, well, it's not coming up. But let me see if I can find it on my phone. If I can find my phone.
That's kind of popular. I like it. Oh, now we go. Get the beat going.
Let me go find it.
I wonder if anybody wrote words.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, but we have to do it from my phone, so I don't know. It works. Hang on. Hang on.
And when this cowboy gets into trouble, he only wishes for one thing, and that's a good book. I got the fastest page-turning hands in the West. Now, if you get yourself into trouble, just remember your old cowboy friend here and reach for a good book. The more you read, the easier it is to solve any problem. That's a book reading cowboy guarantee.
That's him just selling his book.
Yeah, that's him selling his book. There's this one. And there's
Good day, mate. We're here on the safari, and we've got a mean old crook trying to eat a book right over here. We're going to fight that crook and save that book. We've got this big knife, this nice weapon. Here we are. Come here, crook. Give me that book. Give me that book. Oh, am I? I'm evolving as we speak. I no longer want this weapon. I just want to be this crook's friend and read him a book as an equal. Oh, right. Now come here, little crook. Let's read this book together as friends. Look at this. A nice, changed, evolved man. An old crook was the words of a fine book. Good day, mate.
that's some of his videos that he does.
Good day.
So how do you find this guy?
I found him. He was like in an ad for Instagram. It was like one like self-promoting things, and I saw it and I was like, "What is this?" So I
Yeah.
click on it and I was like, "Okay, I am intrigued."
Just your kind of guy, yeah, kind
Yeah.
of a little wacky, yeah, totally. Cool.
And I
So
was-
he's going to be on the show. When's he coming on?
He is coming on September 28th.
Awesome. And we are the full month of September, I guess. That's the whole month of
Yes.
September. Awesome. So we got anything in October or not yet?
Yes, we did. We got October. October
Wow.
5th, we are going to interview Todd Sheets. He's a movie director of the horror movie Clownado, Bonehill Road. I'm sorry, people. I cannot speak English today.
Cool.
And he also did Final Call, which is pretty much Douglas Elf's been in almost all his films.
Cool. Yeah, he's funny, Doug. So Stefan's hitting the hay. He said, "Good night, y'all. I'm about to hit the bed. Good night, Stefan. Thanks
Good
for
night,
being
Stefan.
here, bud.
Love you.
We appreciate you here at the Strange and Wonderful."
Okay, and on October 12th, we have Alex and Mimi coming back on.
Ah, awesome. My favorites.
And October 19th, Doug. He's coming back.
Doug Epps. All right.
Yeah.
So we're going through our guests again. That's great. Awesome. These are all good friends now. We have a Strange and Wonderful family now.
Yep. And October 26th, I found her through an interview she did. And then I found her on Instagram. She had tattooed her whole body to look like a dragon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Her name is I'm gonna butcher up this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
you don't seem to be doing good with the names tonight.
I know. It's Tiamat Legion Medusa.
Okay. Interesting. So she's like the female version of the Lizard Man.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome.
And I got 2 dates in November. I got November 2nd. My friend Brittany, She is known as Slutty Spice on Twitter.
Slutty Spice.
She
Okay,
does.
you got a lot of sex worker friends, huh?
Yes, I do. She does clown content. She does a lot of taboo content.
Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
like researching that one.
Yeah, no, we're not.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not sexy. It's kind of weird.
To me, is because I'm not into incest.
Oh,
That's
taboo,
why
like brother and sister, mom and
yeah,
dad kind of thing. Oh
yeah.
wow. Okay. Interesting.
Apparently, that's the top sell, and I'm like, why?
Is it really actually her brother? No.
No.
No, it's just they bill it that way. They just like say, "Oh, stepsister." Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I don't know why that's so popular. It's so weird.
I'm like, okay, that's your thing.
It's like the one type of porn I don't watch.
Yeah, that's the same way. I'm like, no. So I'm thinking she does clown content. She's pretty much she's a video performer, and she
Okay.
collect Odyssey. She's pretty neat. I met her through Miss Quinn, of course.
Cool.
Okay.
You know what? You just gave me a great idea. I have a friend who would be perfect for this show. Who actually collects like old like fetuses in bottles and skeletons and like not only does he doesn't just collect them for himself, like he turned it into his whole life. So he's got a shop. He sells he imports it, he sells the stuff, he sells like human teeth, like
I got human teeth.
Yeah, just like all sorts of like stuff that we would consider strange and wonderful. Yeah.
I mean, I got a couple oddities myself. I got my wisdom teeth in the jaw. I got my sister's wisdom teeth in the jaw.
Wow, that's a little odd. Yeah, that's a little odd.
Awesome. And I got a cow tooth too. And
cow tooth.
And so far, I only have November 9th booked up, which is this cosplayer, and he promote his stuff. His name is Troy A. Jackson, and he is a Jeepers Creeper cosplayer.
Oh, one of your favorites.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I saw him in the group I was in, and I asked him, like, hey, would you like to be on my show? And he's like, is it doing Halloween? I'm like, no. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, he's a busy guy during Halloween.
Oh yeah, he really is.
A lot of these people.
He works in the haunt attraction. He's like a haunt actor.
I know.
And he has the actual Jeepers Creepers truck.
That's great.
And he goes like conventions and stuff as the character. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
That's awesome. Well, it sounds like we've got a good season of shows lined up. I'm amazed. I don't have it booked up on the live stream till November. You're way ahead of me.
I know I'm going to reschedule Jessica. I don't know when though.
Okay, cool. That was going to be our guest.
And I'm planning. Hopefully, I can get this on a weekend. Hopefully, we're going to have Dave Cat and Shadori on the show.
Yeah, a special episode on the weekend. Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
If you don't know who Dave Cat and Shadori is, Dave Cat is a idol / robot sexual. He's in a relationship for 24 years.
Wow.
Probably longer. If I do my math right, I probably did it wrong, but he's been with her for over 20 years.
That's
with
crazy.
Shadori.
Wow.
And finally Shadori got the robot
guy,
head. Yeah,
that's
he's
great.
the OG.
OG.
Idol. Yeah, he's the OG.
That's great. Awesome. Well, I just want to thank you for making this show happen and bringing me into it and bringing me into the strange and wonderful world. Of course, because you brought me in, all of a sudden I became wonderful because you wanted to be strange, and I just had, by default, I was wonderful. So it seemed like a good idea to me.
Yeah.
So very cool, man. I love you for doing this. I guess we'll see you next week. And
we can interview Miss Holleen D. That's what I'm gonna call her, because her last name is a doozy.
All right, folks. Well, do you have any words of wisdom? You usually end with some words of wisdom.
Through the whole time, if you lost a loved one or a close pet like me, I know my Dixie's to be crossing the Rainbow Bridge tomorrow, but it's gonna be okay. Your pet or loved one will visit you in spirit. They will come back to you. and
Absolutely.
eventually you will come back to them.
That's right. They'll be watching over you.
Just be positive, and you'll be okay.
You will be okay. I'm
I'm
going to
trying
give
not
you.
to cry. I'm trying not to cry. Oh my
I'm
god.
giving you a big hug now. There's my big hug. Yes. Awesome. You know what? And those are good words of advice. You will be okay. Your pet is a part of you, and it will feel like a part of you is gone, but you'll still be there, and that will honor both your pet, and your pet will be there, and everything will be okay.
Yeah, and she's my
Awesome.
giant. She's my gentle giant. I love that dog.
All right, folks. We will see you next week on The Strange and Wonderful. Courtney, I'm heading to bed, so
Me too, because I walk in the morning.
I will talk to you during the week.
Okay, see ya.
Peace. Adios.
Bye.